Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome everyone to the headquarters of the Liberia Revenue Authority. But let me use this occasion to welcome the Minister of Commerce, the chairperson of the National Investment Commission of Liberia, and also our partners in this venture from Tracom. And let me also recognize Councillor Benedict Sanon, former Minister of Justice, who's the lawyer one of the lawyers on this in this process, and also the Executive Director of the National Investment Commission, and the Deputy Commissioner General for Technical Affairs at the Liberia Revenue Authority. And let me also recognize the Fourth Estate, who we relied upon to provide information to the public. Let me say that this occasion is groundbreaking for Liberia, because we are about to introduce within the commerce of Liberia a system that will be critical to the mobilization of domestic revenue. And we are hoping that this is the beginning of many of the new and interesting interventions that we are going to make. But you know, this occasion, I am the person who's hosting. Well, let me call to the podium, you know, the chairperson of the National Investment Commission, who will give us, you know, opening comments regarding this whole process that he superintended. So, Mr. Chairperson.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. And permit me to stand on existing protocol established by the Commissioner General. By way of introduction, I'm Mogule Gray. I'm the chairperson of the National Investment Commission. We're very happy to be here today to witness this signing ceremony and to also participate. It has been 2 years since we initiated a tender process. That was in December of 2018. And the concession procurement process commenced about 2 months before that. So our law articulates that you need to have a concession certificate to commence a tender process, or you know, any concession process. So we're happy that the concession certificate was issued. This project is under the auspices of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and the LRA. So just a brief rundown of the background. The concession certificate was issued. We've gone the full marathon of the process leading to the consummation of this agreement. I can authenticate that because I've been a part of that process from day one. And I'm very happy. This is just one of the projects among series of projects that we are consummating now. Other projects include the destination inspection project, verification of conformity project, and also the national single window project. The electronic fiscal device project is the first of all those projects that we're consummating now. We're very happy to be a part of that process. The project is a BOT, so under our concession and procurement law, it's a PPP project, a build, operate, and transfer project. It's a subset of the concession process. So we're happy that that process is being consummated today, and we're happy to do that signing here in the offices of the Deputy Commissioner General in our conference room. Like I intimated earlier, it has been 2 years since we started this process. I've always said, investment is a process. You know, the public believe that these processes, you can achieve them overnight. No. So we're happy that after 2 years, we are now consummating this process. And I believe, and I stand to be corrected, within the next 6 months, we'll be up and running. This project supports our drive for domestic or resource mobilization. All right, and we're very happy that it will also create jobs. It will also create opportunities downstream for maintenance services, you know, and we're hoping that the Tracom team will work assiduously with, you know, smaller service providers, you know, to provide services to support this project. So we're very happy to be here at this signing ceremony. I also would like to thank all members of the IMCC, the Minister of Finance, Minister of Justice, Minister of Labor, the Minister of Commerce, the LRA family, and all the other members of the team, the Internal Affairs, and the National Bureau of Concession are also supported this project. So without much ado, I will say thank you all for coming. We're very happy to be signing today. You know, COVID, we are behind schedule because of COVID. This project should have been consummated maybe by mid-year, by June or July. But because of COVID and the slowdown, you know, we're doing the signing today. So we're very happy. You know that the Deputy Commissioner General, Honorable Saki, will do a rundown and give you more specifics on the project. So I will leave that to her. And then I would just like to say thank you to the Fourth Estate for joining us. We're very happy to be a part of this signing ceremony. Thank you.
So, not good news here for Liberia. Like here's the deputy.
Good morning, everyone. And I stand also on existing protocols. So as has been said earlier by the Commissioner General and also the Chairman of the NIC, this has been a very long process, and we are happy with where we've come, and we are hopeful that the intended objective will be achieved. This agreement is termed the Electronic Fiscal Device Agreement. It is one of our many programs to help the mobilization of domestic resources, domestic revenue within the Liberia. This system is intended to help protect two streams of revenue: our goods and services taxes and our corporate income tax. We believe that the implementation of this project will not only achieve potential revenue growth, but will also facilitate the receipt of data that will enable us to clearly understand what is going on and happening within our economy. So like was said, it has been a long journey, but we'll still have more steps along the way, because now that we're consummating, the next thing we need to do is to now start the actual work that this contract has consolidated. And so we are optimistic, we are hopeful that with our partners in this project, the Tracom Liberia Ltd, that together we can ensure that we not only deliver better services for the people of Liberia, but we can also mobilize the necessary resources that is needed for national development. And so we are happy for this and all of the achievement that we've made. Special recognition to the IMTC, the Ministerial Technical Committee, who worked assiduously over time. And like he said, during the COVID hours, we worked virtually because that was how we had to meet, just to ensure that we met up with the time and got this work completed. And so we are happy, and we look forward to a long journey of ensuring that this activity becomes a reality, and we can actually have the electronic fiscal device deployed and operational within the Republic of Liberia. And so we say thank you to everyone. At this time, we'll now move on to the official signing by the parties.
So I think we get few words from Tracom.
So just before the signing starts, we invite the representative of Tracom just for a brief remark.
Thank you.
So it was a change in protocol. We're not going to hear from the CEO of Tracom.
To the Minister of Commerce, to the Chairman INIC, Commissioner LRA, Deputy Commissioner LRA, Executive Director NIC, to Councillor Sano, who has been very, very influential and important to the project. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the Father State, morning. So we've traveled from far, from our country called Kenya. We are happy to be here because actually in Africa, currently we have 13% of African countries inter-trading. So actually, say 73% of Africa is trading with other countries outside Africa. And this initiative is among the few initiatives that we have been humbled, we have been privileged to be able to trade with our fellow African states, and so that we can actually be able to develop our economy. Currently, we have a process that is going on called AFTA. I think currently we see that there's a potential for Africa to generate almost 3.4 trillion of business if we're able to trade with each other, if we're able to build each other. And therefore we from Tracom, we from Kenya, we are very happy to be involved in this particular project with a lot of respect to the team that was involved in the tendering process. It was an arduous process. It extracted the whole out of us, and I believe that we'll actually be able to be of good to the Liberian enterprise, and therefore to the general African enterprise. Because our vision and our view from Tracom is to build Africa. We share the same trouble, we share the same problems. So once you go across Kenya, once you go through across Liberia, you find that our problems are common and we share the same problems, and therefore it is important for us to actually be able to work together so that we can actually be able to improve each other as we continue. We are happy to be here involved in this particular project in Tracom. We believe big minds gravitate towards big problems. We have big problems in Africa, and one of the big problems that we feel that we have in Africa is growth of our enterprise. We have nascent industries, we have enterprise, and we need to develop our enterprises. And I see that as a power that would actually be able to help and assist Africa in growth. So this particular project allows awareness to the enterprises. Because one of the bigger issues that we have in African enterprises is it's not very easy to identify the true north. It's not very easy to identify the potential of African enterprise. Because right now, most of our enterprises are run on manual platforms, maybe not a lot of visibility towards it. So even from the enterprise itself, you are not self-aware. And biblically, whether they say, love your neighbors, you love yourself. I don't know why they start with the neighbor. But you have to have light in you to be able to share the light. African enterprises need to know, what are we doing today? What is our projections? What is our view? What are our accurate numbers? It's out of this knowledge of the accurate numbers that they are able to grow. So without that ability to be able to show that, then African enterprises find it difficult to tap into resources, to tap into investments. And with this particular project, then it's possible for you to have true north. And with this true north, then it's possible for you to also be able to attract investors, because you have numbers that are accurate, that can be relied on. that are produced by technology that can actually be audited. And we believe this is a power we bring to the table, empowering enterprises to be able to access and attract investments, either globally, from the global stage, or even from within Africa itself. And it's through that listening. Actually, I'm reminded there's a gentleman called James Jacob Ritty. This is a guy who created the first cash register in 1879 in a place called Dayton, Ohio. Some guys from neighborhood call it Ohio. In a place called Dayton, Ohio. This is where the gentleman came up with a cash register, and it used to be called kaching, because you run a gear and then it will kaching, and then it had a bell, so that because then he was running a retail enterprise, he could be able to look and see, oh, there was a transaction that was actually done. It's that ability for the enterprises and the entrepreneurs to be able to track what is actually happening in the industry that we further extend to the government. And we believe then through that the government is able to understand what is happening commercially, and the government can therefore be able to focus on the industry. Because sometimes you sit there and say, why should I maybe pay tax? But it's that vision, that view, that activity is there, is what helps the government decide that then we need to invest in this particular area, because this is what is powering our economy. And we hope and pray that this is what we'll be able to achieve. We thank so much the team that were in the tender committee. We thank the legal team that has taken quite a long. We are happy, and we pray that we do good, and we pray that we strengthen enterprise, we strengthen Liberia, and we strengthen Africa. Thank you so much.
Okay. So, for those of you just joining us, this is an MOU agreement between
So the MOU will just sign with key partners.
the LRA, that's the government of the Republic of Liberia, along with Tracom Liberia Ltd. It's an electronic fiscal device deployment that is expected to happen. Let's see, you see the deputy for LRA huddling right there with the director of investment. He's seated between the control general, the commissioner general rather, and the minister of commerce, that's Dr. Mawani Diggs. And this, what I was told, this particular device, when it is deployed, will be at businesses, and it's going to monitor, you know, when transactions are done. This is a way that taxes will not slip out of LRA site. So here we are to the signing ceremony. Okay, that document they handed over there as an exchange. That's the CEO for Tracom Liberia Ltd. You heard him speaking about the cash register that was first invented in Dayton, Ohio, and he spoke about how that device used to create some sort of alarm, and it shows that you know, some sort of payment was going on. That's the Minister of Commerce right there, Dr. Mawani Diggs, signing. And you see the NIC bus also signing, document handed over to the LRA bus. Honorable Thomas Doe. Nah, this is a great day for Liberia, great day for all of us, because they say put your money where your mouth is. Now, this young man, when he took over LRA, he kept talking about getting Liberian tax collection to $1 billion. So we can move from this 500. We're not stuck here. And with all of these loopholes that have been tightened, it shows that it is a great day for our country. For those of you who are following, I'm Kwame Opa-Wicks, coming to you live from the headquarters of the Liberian Revenue Authority here at ELWA Junction. So you see, these are the three folks representing Liberia that run our economy. On my far left, maybe it's going to be on your right, but it's on your left, I guess. Whatever device you're using is Honorable Thomas Dona, and in the middle is the NIC bus, and flanked by the Minister of Commerce right there. So these here in the middle is the CEO of Tracom Liberia Ltd, along with his deputies. I guess the company is from Kenya, the Republic of Kenya. We do not have full details of the history of this company, but I guess they registered here. So we will get full details. Maybe we will take questions, ask questions later on, and we will be able to, ascertain. But you heard what the Deputy Saki spoke about. Two streams revenue, that's the corporate income tax, and then goods and services. That's what this whole thing's going to be about. And one will ask why these stuff I deployed. So we're going to see what it's going to look like. So let's watch and see as the signing ceremony happens. We were also told that this MOU that has been signed is one of many that is yet to come, according to the NIC bus. There were three different.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, let's hear it.
Members of the hard table. I open the ceremony and I want to close it. We will definitely close it with some pictorials. But let me use this opportunity to again pay homage to all of us for this monumental step in domestic resource mobilization, not only in Liberia, but as a movement across Africa. And the emphasis on domestic resource mobilization is basically to say that rely more on your local resources, the revenue you can collect locally, than reliance on aid. So when we speak to the issue of domestic resource mobilization, that is where we are headed. So the partnership with Tracom is definitely going to enhance that process. So I want to say thank you that the Honorable Minister of Commerce, Honorable Mawani Deeks, who joined us, Honorable Gray, who also joined us, the Honorable Executive Director, former Minister of Justice, Councilor Sino, Paul and your team, who also fly out from Kenya to forge a partnership in Liberia. And I want to also pay homage to the technical team, the people who were involved in looking at all the nuances in regards to, this contract. We want to also thank them very much. So the Liberia Revenue Authority is home, and I know you all feel welcome. So we now end this program. We will do a small group picture, which is important We in 10 years time to go look at our picture when the revenue will have reached $1 billion. And say these are the people who orchestrated the process. So